Welcome back to Memoriapolis, where we continue our Let's Play. We have over here our old Antiquity city, right? The center of the city, the walls, all of the public buildings, multiple of the wonders. We have the Circus Maximus over here. We have the Sassi di Matera, sorry, over there. And then two more on the other side, the Trajan Forum and the statue of Zeus. Beautiful statue. Speaking of this other side, this is where we have indeed placed our second city center, or medieval or castle, if you wish. And we started already a small wall. We started a couple of small districts. We have even already got five faction of the Middle Ages: the Knight Templars, Brotherhood, House of Wisdom, Albizi family, and the Plantagenet dynasty. We're only missing one, which is the production one. So as soon as we can get one more cultural character, we'll try to do this. And also potentially we're going to start using more cultural buildings that are green, but we haven't unlocked any yet. Because actually the next thing I want to unlock is increasing my production of blueprints, right? We're currently producing 23 blueprints per cycle. With the increase over here, we'll produce 27. This will cost resources that we have, including the gold leaves and the steel we've started to make, so all good there. But 77 people is definitely quite a lot. So I don't know if we're going to build it right away. I'm thinking, given that we have so much wood and stone, that first we expand again our rampart over here, because do remember, oh no, that's too big, 4,000 is going to be a bit too big, but yes, I want to expand a bit on that side, because remember that you have a bonus, right? All of the people that are inside, they will get their need for health and safety reduced, so that is pretty good. We're gonna take out the cultural buildings, that doesn't really help to put cultural buildings in. Now, at the same time, you don't want to make it super ugly, like the wall going back there. So we're going to add this one here. But now we're at 55 and only 54 people. So let's just take out one of these here. Can I take this out here? Yeah, okay, that makes it a bit better. Still almost 300 people that will be inside, and 1,547 people, 50 cycle. It costs a lot of money, costs a lot of resources and people, but at the end of the day, this will help us, right, to keep these ones very high. So that is great. Then we will want, as I said, to build this expansion of the architectural office. But before we do this, let's check out, they want a dungeon. So dungeon, what no is in giving me? District occupancy for faction expansion, minus 15%. It's not too bad, but I have a low number of blueprints right now, so we're not gonna take it. I think if I were to get anything, it would probably be one of these green one, so we can have an expansion like that. We can have that faction join us, right? So let's do that, get that one, and we want to build this as quickly as we can. So this one, we're gonna forget about it. I mean, this is anyway the Antiquity faction that wants it, so it's not that important. And then just to recap, if you haven't seen the previous episode, that you can find the video description below, we had perfect score in the Esplanade on Antiquity, and we're getting close to the first check-in for Middle Ages, but my scores are already way beyond that, so that is great. We're doing really good. Here it is, I got one political points to attract a faction. Unfortunately, I haven't built yet this new cultural building for green, so we don't have any green neighborhoods over here. We have the old ones there, but we also have the new ones here, so I'm thinking we're actually going to use this. I mean, this is not perfect, because it's not probably going to be a big city, but it makes it easy to separate that faction from the other ones. So let's definitely do this and accept them into the city. They get a great bonus actually also because of my, of the fact that my destiny is linked to the production faction. I'm gonna put their trust low as always, so that we increase. But look at this, this one is already pretty high, so soon we're gonna start taxing them. But of course I am taxing all of the other one, right? 5 goals, 4 goals, 4 goals, 2, 4, and 1. So that is great. This is how we're making money. We may also soon start selling more, but we need to first have those two done. And yeah, as I said, our key objective now is to improve the architectural office to the next level. And for the castle, we're at level 2, level 3 is at 5,000, so we need a bit more of population. The good thing is we have done the, over here, welcome for all, which increases immigration by 1. So that is great. I could do another decree, by the way. So let's think about it for a second. Potentially increasing my productions or my taxes. Yeah, let's increase the taxes. We're not going to make it for too long because that costs a lot of gold, and we may want to do another one in the future, but at least we have this. I see one of my resources empty again. This is wood. I mean, we are pretty good on wood, so I'm not gonna change that. But yeah, you want to keep an eye. Accepted, decree accepted, this is great. You want to keep an eye, of course, on your production, especially the basic production like wood. You know you're also going to use wood to make wooden beams, so you need to make enough wood, right, for sure. And that is almost done with one trade, so let's make another. We can sell, for example, are we doing tiles, sand? Sand is full. We can sell some sand. Or maybe there's something a bit more lucrative, yeah, like the gold leaves. We are basically full on gold leaf, and just 50 gold leaf is already 400. Same on gold, pretty full, so it is 1000 and a bit of sand, 100. Okay, now this is too high, right? To sell all of this, it will cost, or it would give me 1313. They have only 1301, so I just need to decrease that slightly and done. Perfect. We have already multiple routes, by the way, right? There's 2 more though that we may want to unlock because that produce gold all the time, right? So it's an investment for the future. And given that we are still at the beginning of the age, I think this is a good idea. We are almost ready. 66, we need 90 to upgrade to the next level there. So let's wait a bit more. On know-how, unfortunately, we didn't get any more space there. I need to find some more ruins to be able, to get that. And it is 1 minute later, we have enough for the architectural office. So let's do it so we can get more blueprints as quickly as possible. We also just unlock, I think, a service, yes, the Master's Builder's Office. Again, it's going to use a lot of our blueprints, so it'd be great if we can unlock that production of blueprints very quickly, but we're going to want to build that one for sure. This is going to help us, in the future to be able to change the various parameters of our city. I'll show you that in a second. We did find also another of these ruins over here. Okay, that is great. So let me check that out. We have otherwise the choice between demolishing it or getting more blueprints and more know-how, which is super important, right? As I just mentioned, getting more blueprints and also the know-how. Now we have 5 slots, and so that means we can. Which one was? Wait, did we lose that one? Oh, we need to unlock it yet. I thought we had it. Oh, no, I remember we did unlock it, but we didn't build it. We need to build it first. So, and for that, I need a few more people. So let's give it a second before we get all of these people. Yeah, they didn't like that. That's fine. We could also sell again. Let's definitely do that because I'm pretty sure we are quite full on stuff. Like, yeah, 50, 50, 100, and 100. Yep. Okay, good. We also need to slowly but surely make sure we prepare for, the wonders. We do have a bit of time, but it's gonna come fast. It's gonna come fast. So first is the Hotel Dieu. Now at least this one, the architectural office is almost finished. So Hotel Dieu first, then the service, Master's Builder Office, and then we want to start preparing for wonders. I'll explain what I mean by preparing. So it is, we have enough people to build the Hotel Dieu. We said we wanted to, do this corner for that type of people. So maybe over here, then we can have another neighborhood there. Okay, let's build it. So belonging for sure. And then those two are not perfect. I guess getting money right now is more important than anything else. So we're starting to build this one. How are we doing here? We need a few more people. And with this cell, I think we definitely have enough to unlock the last trade route for this age. So with this, we're going to make a lot of money. Love it. We could also boost a bit of production. We have 2 cultural economy boost one. So let's go. What am I a bit low on? Maybe the bricks and maybe the steel. Now with this, we have the religious charity, which increases the minimum and maximum migration each cycle by 1. Really important. Let's activate it. Now, there's only 1 more slot, so it's going to be tough. Most of the things, they cost at least 2 slots, as you can see over here. But in the future, when we find even more ruins, we'll be able to do it, obviously. Okay, I'm also expanding the rampart on this side, taking even more people in. So hopefully that will help. I see a couple that are empty. Oh, this is the stone. That is bad, because now that means we need to find very different places for stone. I could potentially put a bit on this side. Yeah. I'm gonna keep, by the way, the buildings in case. Oh, we are too close to the stone. Too close to the mountain, I mean. So I'm gonna keep those buildings for the storage. All right. We're just gonna pause them. Pause. And at some point, if you remember what I said in the previous episode, we're probably going to have also to start getting the expansion of stone so that we get access to a bit more of range. Now we have enough for the Masters Builder office, which will help, you know, with that one too. So probably want to also put it on this corner, maybe over here. Yeah, maybe on that side then. Let's rotate it. Okay, done. So a lot of belonging, which is great. We're gonna need, I think, esteem and creativity again, because with the rampart, I'm helping safety and health by a lot. So that's great. Food, by the way, is gonna be tight soon. So we can either build another farm, because this is already level 2 and level 2, or we could upgrade to level 3. So let's check that out. This is only 750, but what about the people? 38. And this is 12. That's like a huge boost in number of people. 29, 14. Okay, it is a huge boost also in production. And the cost is not that high. Oh no. Yeah, the cost is high. So let's build just a third one for now. We have the space on this side to build a third one like this, right? It's gonna expand, or even, wait, maybe even on this side. Because the city shouldn't expand too much on this side anymore. Wait, I need to make sure to put it inside the white range, not the blue one. Okay, it is. Put the maximum number of field, and that should help. In the meantime, a new request. So this is follower of Isis, and they want us to evolve the building Asclepium into an hospice. This is something we haven't talked about before, actually. Can't they show me where that building is, by the way? Asclepium, here it is. So we could potentially click on evolve there. And now this building will take a lot more people, but it will increase, you know, the satisfaction by a lot. And it will evolve, by the way, into a building we already have, because that's the one we built before. It does take tons of workers, though. Oh, the good thing is it's reducing the cost, and it will give me those bonuses. So I think we're gonna do it. Just 128 people is tough. Is tough. Speaking of which, we have finished the first check-in for Middle Ages. Perfect, you know, score again. That is really great. That is really great. See, we have one more cultural points. Don't really need it. And yeah, one production too, but again, we're pretty high right now. So all good there. 1 minute later, and we have enough to upgrade our castle build to level 3. So let's definitely do this. It costs some resources, but we have a lot of resources. That's not a problem right now. And that will increase, you know, the attractiveness over here. So that is good. That is good. Okay. Next level is 6,500. So it's going to take a bit of time, but in terms of resources, it shouldn't be too bad. Now, we have still the mission. Let's see. We have 140 people, so that should be fine. Where is this one, for example? Right. We click on evolve. Yes, we can do it. And when we evolve, we will get also bonus. Reduce the cost of evolving cultural buildings, offer one cultural character, increase the probability of celebrations. I feel like reducing the cost for the whole rest of the game is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So let's do that. Let's do this. We have finished this rampart on this side. So yeah, most of the city now is inside. They're gonna be, oh no, this is expansion. Yeah, let's do this. That's fine. That's fine. We have new senators. Okay. Creative mind. It's fine. So yeah, here we've expanded pretty much a lot. We could expand a bit more, but I think it's fine. We're going to leave it like this. We have now built also the Masters Builder office. So what is that? Well, if we click on it, we're going to select a district, and then we're going to be able to choose a couple of things. Do we want it to be an antiquity that has, like, we can change basically the urban rules of each of these. Do we want them to be, you know, very compact or not? Like floor 2 or floor 3, a very high density. We can even get, you know, to 100% density. And then at that point, you know, the number of people that can live there basically is going to be higher. In the future, there's a couple of other small things we can do, but honestly, for now, I don't think this should be our priority. Our priority, in my opinion, is to try to get back those two into the top level and to prepare for the wonders. So I'll show you in a second what I mean by this. I also want to restart some of these, like stonemason. We have over here brickworks, right? We need to restart a couple of these because we're now a bit low on some of this production after having spent so much resources. So what do I mean by preparing for the wonders? We know that we can only unlock the wonders when our factions get to 40 of power. That's going to take a bit of time, right? But we also know we need two other things. We're going to need the blueprints. I've been working on the blueprints. I don't think we can get to the next blueprint level. Yeah, this is locked under the Age of Renaissance. So we're stuck. For the blueprint, we can't really do much more at this point. But there is a final and quite important one, which is the actual cost. If you look here, this is going to be 1,500 of the basic resource, 1,200 of gold and iron. All of this is fine. We have both the actual resource, but more importantly, what I wanted to check is that we have enough storage for this. This is also the case for wooden beam and not for cut stones. If you see wooden beam, our maximum is 360, for cut stone is 335, and we need 336. Similar for the bricks, we need 336, we only have 335 of maximum storage. So it's not even my production, it's my storage, which tells me, you know, we need basically more production of these, right? So we're gonna need one of cut stone. Let's put it, there's not a lot of space over here, by the way, but we can put those ones pretty much anywhere, it doesn't matter. So that's what's good. Like over here, I can start expanding on this side. Let's go put a cut stone, and let's also get more stone over here. So there's a lot of stone there. Great. So cut stone, we've put one more, and then we said we also needed one more for bricks. So this is the, not tile, brickworks. Need a few more people. Okay, I get it. I get it. But yeah, make sure that you prepared it in advance, because otherwise you'll never get the amount of resource that you need to build those things. The Fall of Constantinople. This is the mission, the sort of red thread quest that happens during the Second Age. An out-of-breath messenger brings you worrying news. The Ottomans are besieging the Byzantine in Constantinople, while the Timurids are threatening town close to the Ottomans' border. Interesting. Your advisor recommends that you inform the Byzantine of their advantage in attacking the besiegers. You can also negotiate with the Ottomans in exchange for your support, or threaten your own defense. Well, to be honest, maybe it's not the right way to think about it, but I'm thinking more in terms of the benefits rather than the actual roleplay here. Like, this is a lot of coins. This is things I already have. I'm maxed out wood and stone. I'm not maxed out on bricks and tiles, but I'm definitely maxed out on food. So I think we're gonna go with one, support the Ottomans. Again, not so much for the roleplay, but just for the bonuses. We have another ruin that you can either demolish or search to get more blueprints and know-how. Let's definitely go for the know-how. It is a bit annoying that it is so close to the city, so that's gonna block a bit the development on this side. Speaking of which, maybe soon we can expand this rampart to be a bit, you know, bigger over there, because I see I'm full again on wood and stone. But first, let's check out this know-how. So we have now 3 blocks. I'm thinking we're gonna take the one that reduce the esteem need, because it's right now not in the full green, it's only the light green, and it's always the one that seems to be lagging a bit behind. Okay, so this is political one, esteem, right? This comes with the manor. So then we check for the manor, how to get the manor. Where is the manor? It is over here. So we've unlocked it, but now we're gonna have to build it, right? So it means a couple of people and all of this, but that's okay. This is political, by the way, and I think political is on our other side. Yes, it's over here. Okay, so we'll build it somewhere over there. It's fine, it's fine. So we need 109 available workers. So let's accelerate the time. Oh, yes, I did do another decree. By the way, this is a decree to increase my blueprint production. So I felt like that was a good idea. We have the welcome for all that is still going. So that is good too. I think these are 2 great ones, right? More immigration and more blueprints so that we develop faster. And now we have unlocked the Belfry. I think this is our last service, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here it is. We have already unlocked the library, Master's Builder Office, and House of Grievances. Now we have the Belfry. A large medieval military construction. The wisest, highest-ranking officer could use it to plan the construction and improvement of ramparts in order to provide the best possible protection for the people living behind the wall. So we're going to unlock it, and we're going to want to build it. Cost obviously quite a lot, right? So it's going to take a second, but this will unlock something really important over here, which is the improvement of a rampart to the next level. If I show you this quickly and launch, right now we build level 1 ramparts, right? We're going to be able to build level 2 rampart, which reduces incidents and negative malfunctions. Okay, I'd love to get to number 3, to be honest, but it's better than nothing to have at least level 2. What is happening over here? They want to expand again. That means we're going to get even more money, so why not? Okay, so we've unlocked the Belfry, or we have enough people to build it. Now let me check out where did I put... Oh yeah, I put them on this side. Oopsie. Oopsie. Because they are a bit stuck there. There's not that much space. Okay, and so... Should we put it there or should we start a completely new one? Because that's not gonna fit anywhere. Okay. So either I put it completely on the other side of that city, but that's not gonna help. Or maybe we say, okay, this is gonna help me start a new, right? Maybe over here, yes. Let's put it on this side if we can fit it between the ruins. Ah, wait. The ruin is all the way here. I don't think it's gonna fit, okay. So maybe it is on this side then. And hopefully, you know, that creates in the future another city on this side. So safety for sure, esteem, and how are we doing on... it's not perfect. We may want belonging too, actually, because belonging is more important than everything else, right? Creativity is the least important for me. Okay, so let's build it. Then there's still a couple of cultural buildings one we want, right? We said we wanted the manor for sure. I think also the ropery, yes, we still haven't built the ropery either. It does feel like though that soon we would need to expand the city a bit here. This is getting tight. Space is at a premium here. Yep, I'm thinking we need to expand here and hopefully the city expand this side, and then, you know, we can put the wonders here and there maybe later on. Okay, some more. Oh, the wood on this side starting to get empty. Okay, I see. That is not great. That means we need new wood production. Oh, a faction. They want to evolve the ceramic workshop into a stoneware workshop. Okay, so that is pretty cool because I didn't really build many of these yet. So let me see. We're gonna need 122 people. Okay, and we need the upgrade. All right, so the glaze workshop. It's costing me a lot of blueprints. Good thing we are doing the blueprint boost right now. And here we're finished with the clay. Now we shouldn't pause this one though. We should change it to stone, but it does mean we may want to recreate a new one for clay. So for example on this side here, if we can fit it. Why can't you fit there? Rotate maybe a bit. Yes. Oh, it's not a lot of clay, but it's better than nothing. And later we'll have stone. Okay, so that's one more. And yeah, as I said, we need 121. So, ooh. Yeah, they would refuse the demolition. I'm not demolishing anything anyway. The fall of Constantinople, section 2. The Ottoman Sultan was informed of the Timurids' presence on his border and most of his soldiers turned back. Okay. For his part, Constantinople took advantage. Okay, neutrality was outlawed. You had to choose. You must be on the winning side. And again, we're gonna look more at the resources. Oh, both resources are not that great actually. So if you attack, you get some wood and some stone and a bit more gold than here, but here you need gold and iron. I really don't need any. So support or support? I think let's support Constantinople. For no reason. To be honest, there is really no reason at this point. But okay, one more again, empty. Yeah, all of these, I guess, are gonna get empty. Which does mean I should probably build a bit more wood production, maybe on this side. It is the outskirt of the city, but it also does cut all of the wood here so people can start moving in. So maybe I should actually just put one right in the middle here for people to move in. And done, let's do this evolution. So that's gonna give us a great boost, right, on many of these. And we can also do this. So maintenance workload, this is powerful. Reducing the workload, right, this is pretty good. Let's do that. Another empty again. We keep them on, so do we have a lot of reserves, right? That's good. And we've unlocked... Oh, I wasn't fast enough, I think, for the hoplites. Sorry about that. I did start it, and just wasn't fast enough, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna then want to build the manor, right? And then the ropery also. Oh, that is big. Can I fit it here? That's where I wanted it, right? This is where we do have quite a bit of these green people. Okay, we can do it. So health, and then we're gonna go with belonging because it's getting lower and lower. It's gonna be time, to get the wonders boost, I think. We do have another ceramic we could evolve there, and we will get a bit more belonging and a bit more of everything else. But it is a lot of people. That's my problem. And first, we should probably build a manor so that then we can do this know-how we were looking for, right? So, and the manor is what type of building? It's a political one. So we said, yeah, to the top. Okay, the Ottomans have rid themselves of the foreign threat. Oopsie. Now, which one? This is a lot of gold coins. This is gold and iron, which we don't really need. And then tiles and steel. I am maxed out on tile, but not on steel. Let's go with the Ottoman today. I'm changing my mind every day. Okay, what's the next one? Yeah, the reality is I may want to delete this one so that we can place the manor over here, if possible. Let's actually see when we see the size of the manor if we put it there. We have a carnival. Great stuff. Great stuff. Where is it? Over here. People are happy. They're celebrating. And with this, right, the city immigration is increased. New senators. Let's check out quickly the politics. Yeah, still need a couple of turns before we can restart these two. I know I am pretty full on resource, so I guess I could sell some. Yeah, I mean, I guess let's do that. Because we are indeed very full. If I look at all of them, they are above the maximum. So we don't have to sell too much, you know, but let's sell a bit of everything. This is still 1000 coins to make some reserves for next age. And two new things. We have the castle that can be upgraded, and we have also the manor. So let's start with the manor. As I said, if it was small, maybe I deleted that, but it's not small. So we are not going to put it there, but I really don't have a lot of space because decreasing the satisfaction is pretty bad. Why would I do this? I could place it there, but it doesn't really help. No, I think either we put it on this side or we start expanding more over here. Oh, but yeah, we do have over there. My bad. My bad. The only problem is there's no space. There's no space. That is tough. That is tough. I did mention at the beginning of the series that space is going to be more and more of a constraint. So let's keep that in mind. But I guess we put it over here and to help us start, you know, the expansion on this side. So esteem for sure and belonging. Okay. And with this, we will get the know-how we were looking for. So yeah, we'll have some new ones that are expanding there. Maybe it is time to expand the ramparts on this side, actually. And we can do it. Oh, we're still locked to level 1 right now. Oh, we need to first upgrade this one. By the way, they want political demure. Okay. But the upgrade to the next level is going to cost quite a lot of bricks. Not bricks, cut stone, and quite a lot of people. Wow. So let's start with just a normal expansion. Yeah. We have the resources, so let's go. I'm wondering if I do expand on this side, maybe not. We expand here and we expand there to get ready for the future. There is a lot of people here, right? 250. Yeah, that's pretty good. We do need 50 people. Sorry, my bad. And I have to get out of this if I want to just even pause some productions to be able to do it. So let's pause that one and then let's do it right away. So yeah, 1,500, 50 people. Let's do it. That's gonna reduce again my health and safety. So can't complain there. Let's have those two, this one built quickly so I can show you the last know-how. We're gonna want to boost our production of a couple of things, and in particular we saw cut stone was pretty low. So where is cut stone here? 1, 2. So if you look at our esteem right now, we're at almost 5,000 satisfied and let's say 1,700 not satisfied. If I now put the know-how of treaties activated, we are using all of our slots now, and we can see that now 5,500 are satisfied and only 1,100 or 200 are not satisfied. So all of these now are now in the positive. The creativity is the next one we should probably focus on. But yeah, that is a great boost. And the key thing, ladies and gents, is that we have now built all of the services of the medieval ages. We are able to change our urban planning rules, right? I can say these guys over here should definitely be as tight as possible, make a lot of space for them. Then we are able to do the know-how. We are still able to do politics, which actually mean let's do it now. Let's do immigration boost, and raising tax was actually a good one too. So let's go. We do those two, we get a new ruin actually. Okay, that is great. That is great. It's a small one on top of this. So we actually do get even more know-how slots. It's only 2 though. So there's not that many that have 2, but there are some, like this one over here. So I'll check which one make sense, or maybe we'll have to just wait for another ruin. We have many things that start being empty, so we need to be careful there. Continuing to build new ones, right? Especially for the wood over here, I see. And we're gonna need to expand. Maybe I will need to put a surveyor cabin somewhere over there. But to finish the episode, the best thing we can do is to improve Castle Beer to level 4. It's not unlocking tons of things, but it's still pretty good. Like this one reduces the risk of incident. And more importantly, we don't have a choice. You know, this is how we get to the final level 5, where then we can move to the next age. But before this, in the next episode, we definitely want to start building some of the wonders of the medieval ages, right? For this, we need a faction to be high enough. And by the way, speaking of faction, it's time to tax them all now. Their trust is all at 100%. Perfect. So now we're going to tax all of them, right? Get even more money. And yeah, we're very close to the first of this faction to bring us a wonder. 38, we'll unlock it at 40, right? Over here. So I hope you're still enjoying this one. Smash like button, and I hope to see you next time.